Hello, good afternoon. It's June from Paintspotsandpaper and JOTJournalCreations. I'm here again today with my jelly plate. As you know, I'm only an extreme beginner on this, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But I just thought I'd experiment a bit more today. And so I'm going to get straight on with it. I have actually opened my paints this time, so that makes a change, doesn't it? And I'm going to be working mainly on this side of the jelly plate because I want to use just an A4 sheet. And I do expect some interruptions. My partner's due home soon on his motorbike, so that might be a bit noisy, and the dog will bark. And also, I've just found out I've got a delivery coming as well, and I don't know what time, but perhaps I'll be able to get some of this done, or most of it done, before any of that happens. So, without further ado, I'm going to start off with some of this dark teal. And get the trusty brayer out and spread it about a bit. Hope you're having a good day. Mine as well. So far it's not going too bad, but dare I say, you know, something's bound to happen, isn't it? Always does. But anyway, nothing more relaxing than coming for a play in the craft room on a Sunday afternoon. So that's it. I'm hoping that'll be wide enough for my paper. Right, yeah. So once again, I've got my other gel plate out, and that is for a reason. Let's just get this out of the way so that I can have rollers galore here. I'll bring my wipe off sheet a bit nearer, because I've got my other gel plate out. Because I'm going to experiment and I shall need it. Unfortunately, it's not in shot. I'll bring it in shot when I start using it. I'm going to need it shortly. For what I want to do today. And I think I've probably moved my... I haven't. I've lost it. Sorry about this. Oh, here it is. I'm back with my trusty Dragonfly because I do love him. So he's going to go on there. And what I'm aiming at is a dark outline to the Dragonfly. So, and I also want a tree down here. I'm not sure how to work this. Now I'm going to put my tree on next. I'm going to try this first, just get my Dragonfly. I honestly don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. I have no idea. But here goes. Let's just see. Let's get the baron out. And I'm standing up doing this, so do excuse me. Just so I can get a better look at the angle. I'm going to try not to make this such a long video as last time. A, because I haven't got so much time. And secondly, because I really don't want to pull the pants off here. Now there's my Dragonfly. That's the peel off sheet, but I don't particularly want that one at the moment. Let's pop him over there. This is where I fill the craft room up with paint splatters everywhere. Now, I know I'm going for a greeny coloured background, or do I? Now, this is where I'm going to start playing a bit, because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Do I ever know what I'm doing? No, far too much paint as usual. But what I want to try and do is spread that over. You can see the brain trying to work here, can't you? It's not working. Very rarely does. Spread that over. Hopefully I've still got a dark outline on my Dragonfly, which is what I'm aiming at. Dearie me. And that sounds like my partner's bike coming along the road now. But I'm going to play and I'm going to try and get my tree on top of that. I don't know if this will work. I very much doubt it. What I'm doing is he overlaps the dragonfly bit, but it doesn't really matter. Now, I'll get this out of the way and bring this over so you can see. This is my other little jelly plate, but I'm using it as a kind of palette at the moment. I want a bit of brown for the tree. You probably know where I'm going with this, but I know it's not predictable jelly plate printing, but just want to, and I think, yeah, you can see that, that's good. I don't know what other crap you can see on my desk, but I apologise for any old rubbish that you can see. Yeah, perhaps I should have just, yeah, I could have just put the paint straight on, couldn't I? Because it's not going to go underneath. I'm just hoping the stencil doesn't lift off too much of the green. Don't mind if it lifts, oh, excuse me, my voice has gone. Don't mind if it lifts some off actually, because it won't really matter in the long run, I don't think. She says. No. So I want to try and make sure I have plenty in the bits of the tree. In fact, I've got a little tiny brayer here, which might work better for this. This is just, as you know, it's completely experimental. But, you know, as I said before, if you don't try it, you don't learn it. And where's the fun in having all these lovely bits and bobs in our crafty arsenal and arty arsenal and all the rest of it if we're not going to use them? And the only wasted paint is the paint in the tube. And you're never going to have a piece of, if you do journaling or collaging, you're never going to end up with a piece of paper you can't use somewhere. So nothing's going to be wasted. So put that out of your mind if you think, oh, I'm wasting paint, I'm wasting paper. You're not. You can't. Because I've decided you can't. Now, this has got a, whoops, here I go, sticking my brayers to the paper again. I'm very good at that. Now, I'm going to lift him. I hope he doesn't, well, it doesn't matter about the background. It's a bit smudgy. But I'm hoping to put him down again later. Actually, no, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and put him back on. I know. Good luck with that, June. Looks like it goes there, doesn't it? And I got a feeling this is going to be one big smudgy mess. In fact, I know it is now. I just know it. But anyway, I'm going to continue. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to get a little bit more colour on those wings. But a different colour. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean the little brayer off. It takes a bit longer. Because I want a bit of turquoise. I'm trying to get a bit of turquoise. It's not going to make a lot of sense actually, is it? What I'm going to do is, here we go, it's the fun bit. I'm going to bring in, I think, now I don't know if these are going to, well, if they don't show, they don't show. I want to bring in a bit of brusho. Don't know why. And I don't even know if it'll come out. I did give it a good stab. I dare say it's sealed inside. Oh dear, here we go again. Got that feeling of deja vu, because I have. No, it's not sealed inside. But if it doesn't come out in a minute, I'm just going to open it up and splatter it on there. And I don't care. There's no way these could have got damp. It's probably coming out and I just can't really see it. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm sure I'll learn something from it. I'm just not too sure what. So let's have a bit of... oh. Sea green. I'm trying to get it on the Dragonfly, but I'm not succeeding. Not really. Whatever happens, it will end up quite pretty, won't it? So, well, it might. You never know. Now, what I want to do is try and get a bit of orange on the tree area. I've never done this before. Well, as you know, I've never done much gel printing. Well, I have one video before this, and that's the only time I've ever done it before. So I'm definitely in the experimental stage here, but it's fun. And, you know, what's the point if you're not going to have fun? I don't want any red on him. Oh, here we go. Sorry about this. Sounds like my partner coming in. His bike put up. Now, I just want a little bit. No, I'm going to put that on last. Do I want now a little bit of this? Just about the noise. I'm so sorry about the noise. Excuse me a minute. Poppy! Enough. Gosh, that's the first. She'll start again in a minute, I know she will. Oh, never mind. I should really have sponged this on, shouldn't I? I've got a sponge handy. Sponge. Look, I've got one here. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm very carefully she says, and she's already messed it up anyway. I'm going to lift this and try and sponge this on out. I could have feeling this is all going to go horribly wrong, but if you don't try, you don't know. I think I'm going to have to put another lot of brush on top of this in a minute. I don't know, no idea. I can't remember what comes up first or what doesn't when you do this. It's still all a big mystery to me. Whoops, now I've really streaked the tree in nicely. Well done, June. Right, let's one another sponge. Whoops. See if I can get a bit of... No, that's all dry now, isn't it? Get a bit more of this on the tree. So this is where I panic and it all goes wrong. But I haven't got the paper on it yet, so at least I haven't stuck the paper to the gel plate yet. Of course, don't speak too soon. There's always a first. Well, it's not a first time because I've already done it. If you watched last week's, you'll know that I'm pretty good at sticking the paper to the gel plate. And by the way, those the stencils that I did last week that got stuck to the gel plate, happily just washed off very, very easily. So I was well pleased with that. Now, do I want anything else on this before I mess about anymore? Let me have a think. I'm trying to think what's going to come up first. We'll have a little bit of... Let's have a bit of bit of that then, are we? See, I didn't note these ones, so I didn't think I was going to use them. But I have got a yellow open, so I'm going to have a tiny bit of... Pop it on that gel plate. I can always squeeze it off there afterwards, can't I? Yellowing. Got green now. Oh, it doesn't matter, it's a tree. Probably come out most uninteresting. A right flipping mess, but onward and upward, as they say. Can but try. Now, what else do I want to do with this? I'll take these off. I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to put another colour down. I think I'm going to take that off. If I take that off first, I'm going to end up smudging all over the tree, aren't I? Oh, so be it. No. No, I'm going to... Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no. Here we go. It's all going horribly, horribly wrong. What colour's this? Oh, sky blue. What do I want? No, I don't want sky blue. I'm going to have a dark colour. This is really, isn't it, you know? We don't know what's going to happen here. We do know what's going to happen. I've just realised what's going to happen here. So let's just spread that a little bit, but not everywhere. Well, this is probably the worst gel plate printing you will ever see. And I have no idea what the outcome is going to be honest with you. It could be interesting or most uninteresting. Of course, I'm doing that, and that's all gonna thing, isn't it? Well, blow it. I'm gonna go for it now. That's it. That's all that's getting. Because make sure I don't stick my rollers down, because I'm good at that. Brayers, sorry, brayers. Let's get the right terminology. Oh, dearie me. Oh, sorry. I'm rolling off the desk. You couldn't see that, but I just rolled right off the desk and very nearly rolled myself as well. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Amateurs or what? Right now, that's coming up. Whether it wants to or not. I'm not sure if I want to slap that on a piece of paper or not. Maybe I'll just shove it on there. And it'll stick, won't it? It will stick on there. I know it will, because I'm daft. And I know I shouldn't do this, so I'm going to take it off there and put it on here instead. And let's get everywhere covered. Let's attempt to put that there. And I'm going to roll it over here. I'll try to. Sorry, got to move it away from you. Get that flare out of the way. Looks like, as usual, I'm extending over the whole of the desk. And making a lovely mess everywhere into bargain. But we don't care, do we? No, we don't care. That's a nice mess on there, lovely. Now, I'm going to, before that sticks on there, I'm going to have another little go with some bit of this, bit of copper. Just try and get a bit on the dragonfly wings. And I know this won't work out. I know it's going to look really, really silly, so forgive me. But I just had to try. You know, you get these ideas and you think, and you can't resist trying, can you? So you just got to do it. You've just got to go for it. Of course it won't go on the Dragonfly, will it, June? Goodness me, I cannot get the hang of this. I will get the hang of this. I don't see green now. Yeah, why not? A little bit more there. Oh, it's going to come up anyway. Another piece, but let's see what we've got so far, shall we? Just for the hell of it. It's going to be rubbish, but we can use it for something. You probably guessed what I'm trying to achieve. Some kind of background with some kind of focal point. But obviously I'm inexperienced. I really haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I mean, look at that. That poor tree is a total mess. But we don't care. We don't care. I'm going to put I'm going to put the tree stencil back on. I'm going to do a final layer, and whatever happens, happens, doesn't it? That's all there is to it. Try and get him on somewhere where he was before. Doesn't look a bad match. Not very good, but it don't look bad. Yeah, I'm not going to go for it, June. Just do it, June. Just get on with it. Now I do want now I'm going to put that on last, and then this is going to be in the way, isn't it? So let's bring this round here a bit. Doesn't matter if it's on foot or on. That's it. He's going there. That's going on. No, it's not yet. Let's have a bit more brown on the tree. Oh, she says that she puts blue on it. Right. Well, actually, no, the tree can stay as it is. I'm going to put a bit of this on it because it's pretty. And I'm getting a green now. That's worth a try. Nice to have a bit of green. I know, I'm totally mental. No idea whatsoever. Now, I'm going to chance this. I'm just going to slap, good terminology, isn't it? I'm going to slap some of this on just for a background where I've got some gaps. Not far too much, of course. And I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try not to go for it too heavily, so at least I get some of the background. I've lost the tree. Tree's gone. Perhaps I'll better sneak him in again in a minute. At the very last moment, who knows. Wasn't going to go heavily on that, was I? But, yeah. Right, let's get Mr. Dragonfly off. Or do I want to get him off yet? I'm not going to get my tree, am I? I'm really not going to get my tree. I'm just going to get my Dragonfly. So I might as well go ahead, sling some more brush out and colours down. Oh, look at that, it's pretty. I don't know what colour that was. I just slung it. Oh, God, it was rose red. Let's have a bit of, oh, let's, that's going to be bright, isn't it? Well, all I can do really is just make the background pretty now because I've lost my tree. I can always put him on afterwards, can't I? When you think about it. Not that I think about anything very much, but I don't have the brain capacity to think about much. And I have no idea what this stuff is like with stuff, I say. This. Brush-O. I have no idea what it's like with acrylics. No idea whatsoever. I don't think I've got. No. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to do one more go. And I'm going to see what happens. It's all fun. You don't learn unless you experiment. So here goes. You can see bits of my head or whatever, I apologise, but I'm sitting again now. Mind you, probably could before because I was leaning over it, so I do apologise if that was the case. No, you don't want to see this. Oh dear. No, it hasn't come out very well at all, has it? I mean, look, that's pathetic. But all is not yet lost, I don't think. Oh, who knows though. Now, that's what I should have done just now. Just pop him on there out the way a minute. Don't stick. Now, what I should have done is now put my brush on, shouldn't I? And my top colour. No. Let's just shove a bit of brush on there, shall we? A bit of, supposed to be, oh, that's orange. I wanted copper. Oh, we've got orange and copper now. Just a tiny bit there. I wanted copper. Because I like copper. And let's try a bit of sea green on it as well. And they all look the same colour when you're sprinkling them out. And normally I think they're for watercolour, but not to worry. I'm going to lift that and see what happens. I'm wondering, no, I won't get this on in the right place. Well, I was going to try to stick, panic. Sorry about this, panic. Yeah. Stop panicking. I was going to see if I could try and get this on there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, am I? No, let's not. Let's just, ouch. I don't know why I'm saying ouch. I nearly caught the gel plate with my nail, and I'm saying ouch. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense at all. Let's see what we've got here. Let's just see what we've got here. I hope this isn't boring you. It won't be such a long video this time. I just wanted to try. I've had this idea for a few days and I just had to try it out. You know what it's like. So, I don't know if I've got anything or much or whatever here. But I can always stencil stuff over the top, can't I? That's the thought, isn't it? Here we go. Well, it doesn't look too bad. I can live with that and I can always add more to it, can't I? And I've got some funny little bits that look like words. They can't be words. Because there's no words on here. Yeah, I can add to that. I can stencil over. When that's dry, I can add to it. So I'm going to leave that to one side. And I'm going to see. This isn't dry. But what I'm going to do, actually, before I do anything, I'm going to make sure nothing's sticking to anything else because I'm good at that. Can you hear that sticking? Yeah. Very good at that. Certainly better than I am at gel printing. But what I'm going to do is get him off there. He can go on the thingy plate. I suppose the paint's still damp on him actually. It's probably dried out by now. But look at me. Have you seen the mess? No, you haven't. You can see some of the mess I'm getting in. It's hideous, I tell you. Him up there, put him over there so he can't stick to things. Oh my life, I'm balancing stuff all over the place here. I was going to say you wouldn't believe, but you probably would believe. Now I'm going to just run some paint over this just to clean the plate off basically. I'm going to have my favourite creamy coloured one. The one that she is old but still works. And I'm just going to try and get my plate cleaned off a bit. mess up several pieces of paper at once, and it does. Is a good idea if you spread your paint over first, June. Oh yeah. Oh dear, no hope is there, no hope. This looks interesting. Probably more interesting than the original idea. I can't resist sticking a bit of brush on this, you know. What should we have? I think something that will perhaps show up a bit, if anything. Oh, look, there's a leaf green when I want it. Couldn't find it just now and I needed it. No. Hiding. Okay, there's that sea green. But it's not wasted, is it? It isn't wasted. Can't be wasted if we're having fun. And we'll have a... oh, excuse my voice. Need to sip my coffee, really, don't I? I was going to finish it there and then, but, sorry. You can turn off now. You've probably turned off by now anyway. You can turn off now and... or look away because it's probably not very interesting, but I'm having fun. And I was going to clean my plate off, but it looks like I'm not quite yet. God, this is so much fun. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. If you've got gel plates, get them out, play with them. And if you've already got gel plates and you're good at it, please give me some tips because I have no idea. That might be nice when it's dry because I think that's quite sort of metallic. Some of that brusho, meant to be anyway. Right, let's have a clean up page. Let's use this bit. I've got it manky already, so it might as well get a bit more manky. Let's have a, there's an idea, let's have a dark blue. Dark blue. Ooh, not that much dark blue. But it's there now, so. Dark blue. Oh, what am I doing? If only I knew. I haven't got a clue. Who's a poet and don't know it? What else was I going to put? Come on, Junior, I'm going to put some cream. A bit of cream. I promise after this one, we'll just do a quick clean up page and get rid of it all. We'll try. Ah, too much. Too much, she cried. One day I'll get used to how much to put on, but not today. If anybody's ever seen that, Silence of the Lambs, where he's saying to, oh Christ, what's her name? Can't think of the woman's name. And he's in prison and he says, he's telling her what she's wearing, as in perfumes and creams. And I think he says something like, and you are wearing a layer de tombe, and you sometimes wear layer de tombe, but not today. And I just love that film, probably because I love Anthony Hopkins. He's a brilliant actor. You can guarantee any film you see him in, he's going to be good, because he's just a brilliant actor. And who's the lady in it? She played Clarissa, she played, didn't she? But I can't think of what her actual name is. She's absolutely brilliant too. If you haven't seen it, watch it. If you've seen it, well then watch it again because it's good. Yeah, what else can I do with this? So I'm playing it. I'm not meant to be playing. I'm meant to be putting it away. I know what I'm going to do. Oh, you're not doing it. I am. I know. It's him again, isn't it? Him again. Mr. DG Dragonfly. Right. This time, I am going to... Wow! Oh no, far too much all my life. This time I think I really should just sort of lift it and I'm not going to say give up, because you mustn't give up. I never give up. I can't help it. I'm just one of those irritating people that would keep at it and at it and at it until I get it. Well, I never really get it right, but you know, if you don't keep trying, you'll never know. And if you do keep trying, you'll probably drive yourself totally round the bend like me. And I'm about just as far around the bend as you can get. Up the road and up the creek without a paddle, I should imagine. But who cares? Who cares? Who indeed cares? That's a bit wet, but I was going to plonk one of these on top, but no, I think it would tear if I put them. I should have used thicker paper. Next time. There's always a next time. There we go. And if you're still watching, thank you very much. And I'm afraid I will be back again because I love it. And I'm learning. I am learning. And that's the best bit, isn't it? You've got to learn. If you don't try these things, you don't learn. You never learn anything if you don't try. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get some of the paint up from the inside of the wings. You know, like the little fretwork bits. So, bear with. I don't end up doing it so hard I'll rip the paper. I hope I'm not muttering too much. I just can't speak loudly when I'm concentrating. I'm not sure concentrating's in my vocabulary, but you know what I mean. Gosh, we haven't been disturbed yet. Always a first, I suppose. Wait for it. Right, now I am going to lift this off, whatever happens, however it comes out, and I'm going to do a clean off shave. Oh yeah, and it's well and truly stuck in time-honoured fashion, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice. Let's get this off. Let's get him off, shall we? Get off. Get off. And he's going to have a wash, of course. You know the drill. At the end of my videos, everything has to be washed because it's always in a state. And I'm going to, yeah, going to finish off with a light green. And, sorry. Oh no, it's not too much on here again. Oh, my brayer stuck to the roll off sheet. I suppose really I ought to call this gibberish with the jelly plate. Junk with the jelly plate? Oh, I don't know. Basically rubbish, I should imagine, what you're saying, so you're probably right. But it's the most fun I've ever had producing rubbish, I can tell you. And this is just going to be a splodgy mess. I know it is. And I'll get this up before it sticks to them. I'll get a bit more up. We've got a faint dragonfly there, haven't we? There we go. Oh. Paint everywhere. Oh, it sticks everywhere else completely. I'm going to get a tree. Not on there. Gosh, nothing very exciting coming out of this one, I can tell you. doesn't really matter. I've got a bit from last week that's dry. A tree or a bit of a tree, you know, I like my trees. Let's see if I can find a piece. Sorry about this. Oh, this will do. This will do. We don't care. Sometimes I press too hard and that's where my stencil sticks to my paper, or I leave it there too long. So that's coming off now. Well, interesting. And Mr. Stencil's coming off. Going up here. It's the only space here. Trailed around. Oh, that one went on the floor. Sorry. That one's gone on the floor. And how can I get this lot up? I suppose just do that. I hope the best. I think I'm liking the roll-off sheets better than the the actual sheets. It's okay. It's cool. It'll do. Doesn't matter. It's all good fun. She says she has to wash her gel plate and everything else. Come off, come off, come off, come off. Don't you just stick. Don't you dare stick. Well, it's nice colours and you can just about see a dragonfly in it. But I'm learning, and each time I think, well, if I'd have done this differently. It's the age-old thing, isn't it? If only I'd done it differently. But never mind. I'm just going to continue now to get bits off of my plate. Don't know if I can show you. Excuse my arms and sleeves and everything else. I'm trying not to get things stuck together here. Oh, too late. As usual, my stencils have all got to go in the wash, which is normal for me. Right, very quickly, I'm going to clean my plate in a minute. Won't bore you with any more of that. Quick look at what we've got. Indeed. Well, plenty of dragonflies. I'm going to have to look into this deeper and see how you get several layers. So I haven't got a clue. I quite like him actually. And of course you can always, as I say, draw over the top, stencil back over the top of it with something else. And then do another background while the stencil's there. So there is that. All is not quite lost. I think it's lost with that one, don't you? That one, well, we're not going to talk about that one. But I think I've got a couple that aren't too bad, and I've got a couple, i.e. this one, that I can use for backgrounds. And as it's drying, you probably can't see that actually, but there's a slight sheen coming from the copper brusho. And the other brusho, because it's still damp, is spreading slightly. Look at those lovely hands. That's a sign of having fun. Till your hands look like that, you haven't had fun. So you've got to go for it. So, a quick look at that. I think I probably showed you this disaster. I'll show you that disaster. That was probably the first disaster. And this other one. But it's all learning, isn't it? It's all learning, so if you dare, join me next time for more disasters with the gel plate and the odd Delight, and this time definitely Old Delight. I think that's a Delight-ish. And I think that's a Delight. So, thank you very much for joining me from a very messy craft room. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's Sunday here in the UK. Well, it's probably Sunday everywhere, but it's Sunday afternoon here in the UK. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever there is left of it, and have a good week and take care. And I'm sorry, but yeah, I will be back with more of this rubbish. So thank you for joining me. Thanks very much. Bye bye.